Hey, it's Shanna. Um, I watched Nier this week again, just for you guys, because I wanted to reset the storyline in my brain, so that actually makes the watch count on this one three. I've seen it three times because I watched it once, and then I wanted to show it to my partner, and then obviously I watched it uh, the other night. I actually started to record the review the other night. I stayed up late to start recording it. Got about 10 minutes into it, I think, and realized my camera was off. So, here we are again. Well, again for me, not again for you.
It's not your choice to make.
Please, Becky, please, please. It is my choice. The best way to put it is, it's not me that I'm worried about. It's other people.
Nier was released in 2023, directed by Chris Goodwin, starring Connor Scambler and Lydia Kane as the two main characters, Hollis and Nova. Nier is about a guy who calls himself Hollis, who's recording a video. It is a found footage film. He's recording himself as he tries to navigate this kind of illness that he has, except it's not really an illness. It's anyone who gets close to him dies. And he doesn't quite know the radius of the area that it needs to be, like that they need to stay clear from, but he thinks it's growing. And it's really just an exploration of that. Like, what would happen if everyone around you died, and it just continued to snowball like that. I think this movie has not done very well, for a good reason. So this movie is bad. It's pretty bad, but it's not. It's like so bad that it's good. Like, the acting is awful, and like, oh my god, there are so many parts that are just way over the top. Definitely no budget horror kind of thing. Like, I mean, half the movie is him walking through the woods. I'm watching Nier right now. It's an ad break because it's on Tubi. Um, and I forgot just how bad the acting is in this. It's so ridiculous and just, but this movie is so good. Like, the acting is awful. It's way too over the top, and like, it's just not great, but they're trying. But the movie's so good. It's so bad that it's good. And I think that makes it special. So, but I just wanted to share that with you while I'm waiting on the first ad break. That the acting, man, it's so bad. Like in the beginning, in the tent scene, when everything starts getting intense. Awful, but so good. So yeah, Hollis is filming this. Like, this is, I want to show you my life. So he's basically just filming everything. He wants to show what he has to deal with this affliction that he has, that everyone who comes near him dies. And we see firsthand as the radius widens around him, um, and more people begin to die on camera. And it's not 100% found footage, just because, like, um, some of the scenes that person like didn't have a camera, so either Hollis was recording it, or where'd the footage come from? Because like at the end it says that he, gathered all the footage and put it together. I feel like those scenes kind of didn't really have a good spot in the movie unless they had like established that that person had a video camera or something. Um, but they didn't. So you wouldn't get those up close and personal kill shots, basically, is the point I'm trying to make, if that's getting across. Again, this movie, listen, it's got 4 out of 10 stars, okay? I'm not going to tell you it's great. I love it though. I love this movie so much. And I don't know why. It's not good. It's awful. And it's, you know, ugh, it's so many bad things. But I still love it. And I don't know if that makes it like a guilty pleasure or if it's like a cult following or whatever the hell people want to call stuff. I don't know. I call them movies and I decide if I like them or not. And I've liked this one enough to watch it 3 times. And it just came out a few years ago. So, and I just discovered it this year. Um, but I had to show my partner, and then I decided I wanted to review it because I haven't done found footage in a while. So I wanted to do a found footage for you guys. And Near is what popped into my head. Um, I do love found footage in general as a genre. So if you don't, and it's really not your thing, then I wouldn't recommend watching it. As it stands, Near is currently streaming on Tubi for free. So you can go and see it if you want to. I think it's worth watching. I'm honestly gonna give it a 7 just because I love it so much. I love this movie so much. Um, but I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. So I'm not going to go into it even a little bit. People die around him, and in awful ways. And, the graphics, the gore, all that, it's not very good quality. It's not. And the acting is pretty poor and over the top. And, some of the storyline doesn't really make a lot of sense. And some of these characters are really fucking dumb. But I love this movie. I just do. It's, I love it. You can go watch it if you want to. If not, I mean, watch the video anyway, right? Like, who cares? Time isn't real. Anyway, spoilers coming. I still can't do that right with my left hand. I need to get more practice in, I think. So, I'm here to talk about Nier. So, we start out with Nova, and it just starts from the jump that Nova's a cutter, that Nova is beyond a cutter, okay? Like with how she self harms, she is self harming in ways that I never would have imagined. I wouldn't use a cheese grater on my thigh. Ah, God, that's gotta hurt. But she does the thing with the razor blade in her mouth. And we see her do like stick a needle in her finger and like she just does some crazy shit. Like that girl is dead inside. That she is doing all of this just to feel something other than what she's feeling inside. And that is just a horrifying, terrible, sad thought that this poor woman has to do these things to herself, mutilate herself in this way just to feel any type of way. Now, obviously, it's not really talked about, but she did just lose her parents. Um, but we don't talk about why she's hurting herself, but I mean, it's pretty obvious that she's either always done this or she's doing this as a reaction from losing both of her parents relatively unexpectedly. And yeah, so. And then we meet Hollis. And it's clear from the jump that this is an entitled little asshole prick who, you know, thinks the world owes him something, I guess. Like he's one of those guys, the way he acts. And, like, only my uncle's cool, my aunt hates me, and, his aunt doesn't seem to hate him. She just seems to hate that he's freeloading on her. And, I mean, we don't know how long he's been there, but if it's been a while, I'd be pretty fed up too. Especially because he's not really nice to her. I mean, she's not nice to him either, and you get what you give. So I guess it depends on who started it. But as a homeowner, get the fuck off my property is how I feel about it too. So, like, if she's done with him, then she's done with him, right? I usually have like a wiki page open that can outline the plot for me so I can keep track of where I'm at. But all I have right now is Hollis suffers from an affliction. Anyone who gets too close to him dies. So, yeah. Hollis thinks Nova is his girlfriend, and he talks to her all the time, and they're watching Lord of the Rings together. How are they watching Lord of the Rings together? Did he have a TV in that tent? Maybe. I don't know. So the radius around Hollis is growing, and he, tells all of his family to like stay away from him because he doesn't want them to get hurt. But then obviously, as it keeps growing, it doesn't seem to matter anyway. So I actually recorded a couple of reactions while I was watching the movie. Um, but one of them was I forgot that Bailey and the baby and the aunt and the uncle, they're all dead by the title card. I forgot about Bailey with the baby. I watched him die, so that was great. And that part got me so hard the first time I saw this. There are experiences I wish I could have had. There are things I wish I could have done. But life is cruel, is what I found out, and it has no fucking rhyme or rhythm, and ain't that everything the truth? Goes to shit. And I just want to be. Damn. I just want to be free. This movie's fucked up.
A few moments later.
I forgot that all that fucking happened before the fucking title sequence. This movie goes fast. It's a 90-minute runtime, and it's got a story to tell. So like it does, move through it. But I think so the weirdos rob Hollis's tent for weed that they thought he might have had. And like, of course they have no idea that they're going to die, but like they die in such ridiculous ways. And the uncle dies, and like I remember the first time I watched this and I was like, you're really about to die for a baggie full of weed? A baggie full of weed. Not even good looking weed. Like, I don't know when this movie fucking takes place, but it happened to be released in 2023. If you're killing for weed in 2023, you got major motherfucking issues. I'm not sorry about saying that. Don't kill people for drugs. Bare minimum. Don't kill people. Please. So then we have the other storyline that kicks in around the same time. So Bailey dies with the baby, and then his aunt dies with drinking the shit, and then he's like, I'm gonna go see Nova. Now, maybe it's just me, but the power of our love will save her life is like so dumb, dude. Like this really shows his age and his hubris in this scenario, that he really thinks that she's not gonna die. Your uncle loved you. He loved you enough to buy you a $4,000 camera. Guess what? He still died. Everybody dies. Bailey was obsessed with you. She wanted you. She died. Nova is obviously going to die. So you make it your life's mission to go and see her, and now you've sentenced her to death. for selfish reasons. Like, if you know that you alone are killing everyone, why would you go seek people out, especially people that you love? It doesn't make sense. Except that he's selfish. So, I mean, that's all it is. Then we have the parallel story of the three people. Oh God, what are their names? We have the three other people. Their names are Nick, Ravana, and who's the other guy? I can't find her name. We have these other people. The Ravana chick who's fucking insane. I swear I could not stand her. Oh my God, she played her role well. I really, really hope that that girl is not that annoying in fucking real life, because I could not stand to be around her. That was ridiculous. She irritated my soul. And then you have her boyfriend, who's been her boyfriend for 2 months, but they're like, she's obsessed with him. And he's like, I'm gonna break up with her. No, you're not, dude. She's gonna fucking murder you if you try to break up with her. She is crazy. Don't put your dick in crazy. Trust me, I'm crazy. Sweetheart? Yeah. Can you take a 50? I hate her voice. I had it on for a second to see if I could figure out dude's name, but I can't. So, their plan. She got a $700,000 life insurance policy payout from her parents dying. And Ravana saw it because she works at a bank. And so he, her boyfriend, starts dating Nick. His name is Nick. Nick starts dating Nova because they want to find a way to get the money. And then they figure out she's a cutter. And again, if this is 2023, then that really wouldn't have the effect that they think it would, if I'm being honest here. I feel like depending on her followers and her following, like if she's one of those love people based on the videos that we see her making, I feel like her following would be super supportive if it came out that she was actually cutting because her parents died. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like they're just really shitty people who don't know what good people would do in this specific scenario. And I mean, hopefully I'm not wrong, but that's just what I think. I think that their whole plan was just ass from the start, because it's not going to do what you think it's going to do. I mean, you're going to ruin her. You're going to make her feel like shit. She's going to maybe go off the deep end. But as for her following, I really don't see that being as much of an issue as they think it's going to be. And I think that's wild. Then we go back to Hollis, and people start dying crazy around Hollis. We get the dude who kills his wife with the knife here, which, first of all, this is what I mean when I say it's a bad movie. So it shows him holding a knife to her. But that's not the knife that he has in her throat when he's taking her out. It's totally different. Different shape. Like, and I mean, obviously it would be, because you can't literally stab her. But you should have chosen a different knife to begin with then. I don't know. Killed her with an ice pick or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I mean about it. So like I mean, she acted that scene really well though. Like her eyes looked terrified. Um that was really well done. Anyway, Hollis is very nice guy-esque, and you know, Nova doesn't want to see him anymore because Nick found out about him and was like, ew, he's weird, which, ew, he's weird. I don't even know, like, what all to say about this movie. Like, the deaths just get more and more depraved, you know? You get the girl ripping out her stomach, you get the hanging bullshit that almost happens, which, like, he cut out the part of him actually, like, getting out of the noose. So, it just kind of looks like he could have gotten out the whole time, and I always thought that was funny. Um, it shows, the thing with the flowers, and he takes the flowers off the grave, and that woman's following him. And here we are again with how selfish he is. She's like, I lost my son this year. Those are my son's flowers. I put those on my son's grave. And he's just like, well, they're for my girlfriend. I don't have money to buy flowers. Who the fuck cares? Those are her son's flowers. I swear to God, I wanted to take him out. Like, oh my God, dude, he was so frustrating as a main character. And like, not once do you even really want to be on his side. Like, what do you bring to the table, my guy? Like, you kill everybody around you and you're shitty about it. Like, I mean, you can tell in the beginning that he's really stressed about this happening, and he's like, I don't know why this is happening. I don't know how to make it stop. And he doesn't want this to be happening. He doesn't want everyone around him to be dying. And that's valid. And then Nova friend zones him or cancels out on him again. And doing it the second time throws him over the edge.
I don't want to hurt anyone, and I don't know what to do at this point. So I'm alone. And there is literally nothing I want more at this point than to just be able to fucking hug someone. Or hold someone's hand, or just anything, any closeness, emotionally, physically. I'm completely fucking isolated. And, I am really starting to get sick of it, we will say. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna cut this here.
I just watched the scene about 10 minutes into the movie when Hollis is, and we do learn his real name later as Brett, but Hollis is in the tent and he's talking about what's going on, and he's explaining the radius, and he's explaining, you know, everything. And, going back and seeing that after just judging him so harshly, I do actually kind of feel bad again. And I think now that perhaps this movie was a commentary on COVID and the social isolation that happened during COVID and all of that, because he's like, I just want a hug. I would give anything for a hug, for any kind of closeness with another human that wouldn't result in their death. And that sounds familiar, doesn't it? Like, we all remember a few years ago. So, yeah. I never really thought about it that way, but it does make a lot of sense that it could be that. It could be a commentary on COVID and the isolation that we all felt, and that, you know, everybody around us died. People were dropping like flies for no reason. And, never really made that connection before. But if I think about it like that, I do actually feel a little bad for him. So, just wanted to share while I was copying clips for the intro and outro sound. I just want to comment on the fact that there are so many clips in this movie of where he had to go set the camera down, walk away, and then walk all the way back to the camera. And I just think that's hilarious to do that for a movie that nobody's going to watch. So I do still want to make fun of him a little bit. And he just goes full on villain. So that's when he starts hunting the dude down the street. And he's like, you're going to jump off that bridge. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. How does he get to dictate what they're going to do? Like, why? I don't know. And then we get the scene with the Gothic people and knife dough. um, First of all, there is not a drop of blood on that whole contraption at all. Like, that's just lazy. Come on, guys. You didn't even have to film it clean. You could have just put the blood on it. There would have been blood on the blade at the very least. Could have made that work. But anyway, then she just dies of bloody mouth, I guess. I don't know. We don't even know how some of these people die. But like some of them are really hard to watch. Like when he does the dance in front of the dude dying on the slide. Like, come on now. It's at this point where Hollis is now straight up just a villain. Like, he knows what he's doing. He's doing this on purpose. He's purposefully getting in people's way so they'll run into him so that way he has a reason to kill them. Like, there's a name for that. I don't know what it is, but there's a name for people who do that. And it just gets worse. And then we get to the finale where he finds Nova. And, Nova is now being broken up with by Nick and being told that they want all of her money and that's all they've ever wanted and that's what they're here for and they're not leaving until they get it. And then Hollis walks in and now all she knows is that she told him she didn't want him to come and now he's here and that's fucking weird. And then, Nick is all like, oh, blah, 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 like, that's my girl. No, it's not, but whatever. This movie was all over the place. But, I mean, it does what it says it's going to do. It says everybody's going to die. And everybody dies. And everybody dies. That's the part at the end when he's just walking down the empty streets and there's nobody around. Like, where are all the bodies? What did he do with the bodies? Is the world just filled with rotting corpses? Like, is it just this city that's been, euthanized, or is it the world at this point? And are you going to stay in one place and see if it continues to grow, or are you going to travel now and go take out more people? And then that's when we get into he put the film together. So he went to everybody's apartment, everybody's house, and gathered everybody's footage and put it all together. And my God, there ain't nobody left to watch it. You killed them all. Then you enjoyed it. He fucking enjoyed it. At least at the end there. He was really feeling it. In fact, I mean, the only one that he actually killed was Nick, wasn't it? With his shoe. I don't know, man. This movie's bad. It's bad. It is. But it's also good. And I liked it. I love it. I love this movie so much. It's got 4 stars, 4.4, I think, out of 10, out of 122 ratings on IMDB. And it does not have a rating on Rotten Tomatoes at all. In fact, I don't see any ratings at all. It doesn't seem to be a very popular movie, which is fine, because it's not great, but it does what its promises. And I think it's just so bad that it's good, so it's worth watching at least once. Because if you can get over the bad acting and the camera work and the plot and everything, then it's worth a watch. So I'm going to go and pick another movie and watch that. And I'll see you next time. But thank you for watching this one. And don't forget, Shayna's watching.
We were literally walking across the street. I ran a little bit ahead of him because the crosswalk fucking changed, and as soon as I got off the street, he got smoked by a fucking car.